Is this thing working? Am I on the internet? Is this the internet? What is the internet? I don't even know what I'm doing here, man. Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking 3 days in a row of working my ass off. I don't know how I'm not tired right now. I got like 3 hours of fucking sleep last night. I worked fucking like 10 hours last night. I worked like 8 hours tonight. Yeah, dude, I wish I did drugs because then I could tell you it's the drugs. And yeah, I actually have to be back at work in, I don't know, 10 hours. So that's fun again. Fun again. But how the fuck are you guys doing tonight, man? How are you guys out there doing? Just watching a little Never Enough Ammo chat before the chat. See what he was talking about. I'm looking at memes like this one. Yeah, man. Hope you guys are doing good. I fucking hate work and it sucks, but it makes money and it pays the bills. And I mean, what else can you expect from work other than it's work? And if it wasn't work, then, you know, like people would like to do it and they wouldn't call it work and they wouldn't pay you for it. Maybe there's a job out there. What is the job for you guys? That would be like, you know, like they call this work, and I guess I'm technically doing work, but it's not work for me. I like doing this. Like, that's what I need to find. I'm kind of doing YouTube stuff, honestly. Like sitting here and talking to you guys. Some people might consider this work, but I don't really. I mean, it's like fun. It's hanging out. It's decompressing, you know, getting shit off your chest, talking to friends, all that stuff. But I thought we'd do a little Q&A for about an hour here, because after that I should really try to get some sleep, because otherwise, like, I'm just going to be a fucking worthless pile of shit tomorrow. Not that I'm normally not a worthless pile of shit, but, you know, like extra so, if that makes sense. PNW says, working at a tribal school teaching is pretty rad overall. Dude, if the kids are cool and they're interested in what you're talking about, teaching kids is fun. Like seeing their face light up with new information and shit that you're fucking talking about. Yeah, that's totally cool. That being said, I love my kids to death, and I would do anything for them and put up with anything from them for the most part. I mean, you know, at a point you got to put the kid in his place or whatever. But yeah, man, my kids are awesome. So it's not really a big deal. Some people's kids, though, fuck you. Don't know what to say about that. Oh, I'm sorry for being white is here. Hello. What's up, my nibba? Dwayne's here. What's up, Dwayne? It was like emptiness. Got Stephen Carroll, PNW, Corey Long Schlong Dong Corey, Jason J, Triggerfish, X Adam 1, Iris Wristwatch, the tongue twister himself. Yeah. How you guys doing tonight? I don't know how I got here, but fuck Joe Biden. See, that's why we do these chats, man. Fucking late night chats. There's not as many people doing them. It's kind of fun to do. It's just Q&A, just fucking hanging out with Honda, fucking talking about whatever it is we're talking about. Dude, and if you like what you see, you know, I do chats every Saturday and Sunday night. Not quite this late. They're more normal chats where I have a panel of people on and we talk about things. And, you know, usually I have some sort of subject or topic or something lined up so that we can talk about it. But, yeah, tonight's just whatever the fuck we end up talking about. I don't even know what we're going to talk about. Honestly, I have zero plans. I have zero agenda. I don't know what the fuck we're going to be doing. And that's kind of what's fun about it. You know, that's kind of what's awesome about doing these chats is, like, you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates, as Forrest Gump would say. Let on Steel. What's up, man? How you doing? Sexy sperm whale. Weren't you commenting on a certain someone's chats and got banned from it? I think I saw that. THX1138. Dude, that's a fucking great name. Fucking George Lucas from back in the day before he started sucking dick and turning shit into fucking terrible. Dude, what happened to George Lucas? Can you guys answer me that? Like, at one point, he was coming up with, like, cutting-edge shit. He did THX 1138. He did the original Star Wars, which, if you watch that side by side with other movies from the time, was just, like, fucking next level. It's like watching The Matrix, you know, when The Matrix came out. Or, I don't know, like, the Blue Monkey movie. What's the name of that movie? About Pandora? Damn it. You know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the name of it right now. Yeah, like when those movies first came out, they were like something else. It was like, oh, like you've seen 3D before, but check 3D out. Like you're flying on a fucking dragon's back in a different planet with blue alien monkeys and shit. Or, you know, you're dodging bullets in slow motion in 3D as the fucking bullets go by. It's like, never seen that shit before, and it was so fucking cool. I don't know. Matrix was probably the best out of them. Avatar, thank you. Thank you, Skidmark. Matrix was my favorite of those, though. Hate on me, whatever you want. If you're going to watch the original Matrix or the original Star Wars for movie value, Matrix just had so many more levels to it. Matrix had, you know, it's like an onion, dude. The further you cut into it, the more different levels of meaning that you can get out of it, that you can extrapolate for it. You know, red pill, blue pill. You got like living in this false reality. Oh, dude, it's just so great, dude. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. What's your guys' favorite movie of all time? One of my favorite movies. I don't know if I would call that my favorite movie of all time. I'd be hard-pressed not to say Fight Club. Because Fight Club is another one of those movies where there's just so many levels to it and so much great shit in it. And I don't know, it's so fucking cool. And like, you go back and watch it again and you see new things because the first time you watch it, you didn't notice that, you know, like he's talking to himself on the plane, you know, and that kind of stuff. George Lucas is a philanthropist. Yeah, dude, but he... Okay, so in like early 2000s, whenever that was, late 90s, when they came out, they re-released the original 3 movies. And he was like, it was supposed to be this big deal. Like, oh, it's remastered and they've added new scenes and they brought that dancer back because she's so in shape that she could play herself like 30 years later or whatever, dude. Yeah. It was just a scam to make money. That's all it was. It wasn't fucking anything cool. It wasn't anything new. It was just like, hey, you guys like Star Wars, right? We can sell you a bunch more fucking movie tickets. Like, Oh, let's see what you guys are saying out there. Got Rocky 3. I guess. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but like favorite movie of all time? Nah, not for me. Groundhog Day is a great fucking movie. Probably Raging Bull. Okay, I'll have to check that. I don't think I've seen Raging Bull. What is that? Is that like a World War II movie, I think? I don't fucking know. Oh, I thought you were saying Cool Runnings. It's cool and intriguing. There you go. Cool Runnings is a good movie, though. George Lucas is the GOAT. Dude, but he fucked the GOAT. Like, he turned the... Have you guys seen that episode of South Park where, like, it's George Lucas and who's that other director? Steven Spielberg. And they keep going back and, like, raping the fucking, like, stormtroopers and raping, like, all of the fucking, like, Raiders of the Lost Ark. And, like, oh, my God, dude. South Park's great. You guys need to fucking check out South Park if you don't. Tremors is a good movie. Again, I wouldn't put that in my top favorite ever, man. That's like, it's cool because there's the guy who's got all the explosives and guns and like saves everybody because like he can kill the fucking tremors and shit. And yeah, and then like every fucking prepper, every gun dude out there's like, oh, if that movie was true, that'd be me. Like, it's to live vicariously through him or whatever. Bridge over River Kauai is pretty good. I don't even know what that is. Lord, no people can believe Jamaica got a bobsled team. Boy, no people can believe Jamaica got a bobsled team. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's the thing that ended America in a way, right? because One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest came out, and then all shine the spotlight on the inequity and lack of transparency and like the shitty things going on inside of the mental health institutions in the United States, wherein if you had some sort of a mental problem, state-funded people would take care of you and get you off of the streets. And, you know, like, not saying they did a good job, but like, what do we do now? You just let all the homeless people be crazy-ass homeless people? Like, I saw, oh my God, let me pull this up on Twitter if I can find it real quick. It was from Andy No. Andy No. Hold on. Bear with me, people. Bear with me, people. Yeah, this video. Look at this. Like, that guy needs a place to be. Like, the guy comes and he wants to give him, like, a hand or a water bottle, but, like, that's not what he needs, man. He needs, like, a team of people working and helping and listening and, you know. Like, is that bath salt? Is that schizophrenia? Is that fucking methamphetamines? I don't know. But he's not having a good time. It's kind of fucked up, dude. It's like, that's what the zombies do when they die and then they turn into a zombie and they fucking pop up and start running after you. He's on pretend fire. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Allah God. I shouldn't be laughing at that. That's terrible. I'm a terrible person. So are you guys. I know a couple of you were laughing at that, so you're terrible too. We'll be terrible together. It'll be great. New hip-hop dance style. Blood on Steel says, at least he's trying to help. Most people just walk over that. And, well, yeah, I mean, what do you do when you see that? Like, I'm not like a licensed healthcare professional who can like administer help to that guy. And, you know, like, I'm only going to like hurt myself trying to do anything. The best thing I could do is just fucking throw $5 at him and keep going. And he's probably going to buy fentanyl with it tonight and overdose anyway. So really throwing $5 at him isn't really helping him, is it? Yeah. Oh, my back kind of hurts. Oh, I'm getting old. Man, I got less than 2 months and I'm 41. And then one more year and I'm the answer to the universe for an entire year. I remember when Matt was the answer to the universe. Now he's just old. I'll be old soon, but at least for a little while. Ants crawled up his pants. Fucking Biden. Is he going to smell this chick's hair? Oh, he's touching her shirt. Uh-oh.
No serious guys in your 30s. No serious guys in your 30s.
Dude, if that was my daughter, I'd be like, get the fuck away from her, you fucking creepy old fucking pedophile fuck. I don't care if you're the president. Jesus Christ, man. I'm glad I don't have daughters. I don't have to deal with that shit. I got sons. Thank God. Triggerfish, you're 36 on Sunday. Happy early birthday, man. 36. 36 is a good year. 36 was like, fuck, I got to get my shit together because I'm more than halfway to 40. Like, Blood on Steel says, oh, I'm in the same boat. I wouldn't know what to do either. Just nice seeing somebody try. Yeah, no, I get it, dude. Like, I feel bad. I mean, because where I live, there's like my drive to work, I'll see 20 homeless people. If I drive to the grocery store, I'll see 5 homeless people. You know, like 5 blocks away, there's a homeless person. You know, they're just fucking everywhere out here. It's turned into like we visited. Me and my ex went to Los Angeles in like 2001, 2002. It's like 2002. And like stayed in a hotel and visited a buddy of mine and went to the beach and went to Santa Monica Pier and, you know, like saw the sights and did the stuff. And there were some homeless people like there is in Denver now. It feels exactly the same back then, Los Angeles, like the shit of Los Angeles back then was like the shit of Denver now, if that makes sense. And you go to Los Angeles now, like, I went over COVID during the COVID shutdown to Los Angeles to visit my buddy. Same buddy, actually. And, yeah, man, it was like when I went there in 2002, we went bar hopping and went to this jazz bar, went to like all these cool places, like fucking bought t-shirts for like $2, got like fucking, I got like a Rolex that was not a Rolex, you know, off of some guy, because you just people vending stuff everywhere. And like now it's just like no one wants to even talk to you. There's just zombies walking around, fucking like homeless people that shouldn't be homeless. You know, they're like 20 something that could work, that could do anything, but they'd rather just sit there on the street and beg for money and buy weed with the money that they beg for, and like sleep on the beach or whatever, because, you know, it's a much easier lifestyle. And like the government out there supports that. Like the government out there is just like, oh, you don't like working, huh? Well, don't worry. We understand. Here's a free shower. Here's a Visa gift card for the week. Here's free meals. Here's a plate, you know, everything, dude. I forget the number. It was something like, I don't know, like $500,000. I made that up, but it's something like that. The amount of money that they spend per homeless person per year in Los Angeles. It's like something astronomical like that. And then the other one was, they built a new high school when I was out there. Just finished it. It had like a walkway across the highway that the high school kids could walk from one class to another. And it was cool. Like all this like space age looking fucking walkway shit. $100 million high school. They spent $100 million, and they didn't have to buy the land. Like they already own the land. It's their fucking land. It was just, how much does it cost to put this building together? $100 million for like, I don't know, 4,000 kids to go to school. Like, just give those kids the money. They'd be better off. Well, some of them would spend it on fentanyl, and then we'd be better off, right? I don't know. Is that fucked up? Like, you should give the drug addicts the drugs that they want in the purest form that you can get them, and then you won't have drug addicts anymore pretty quick. I don't know. I go back and forth on that one. What's this? Have you seen the part in True Grit where the guy gets his fingers cut off? That's what I would do to Biden if he touched my daughter if I had one. I don't know if you can say that online. Well, I guess that's what I would do if blah, 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 not real. Okay. I get it. But the way things are going these days, it's like you say some like innocent statement like that, and the next thing you know, you've got the fucking FBI knocking on your door or whatever. It's messed up, dude. Like, did you guys see that video? This was a couple weeks ago or whatever. There was the pro-life protester dude who was like a Catholic something or other, not a priest, but just Catholic, and he had a big family. And the church that he went to organized a protest against an abortion clinic. And they were standing outside of the abortion clinic, and he had his family with him. And some blue-haired freak got in his fucking 12-year-old son face, right? And my son's 13. I can totally relate to this. Someone gets in my 13-year-old's face, a grown adult. What he did is nothing. He just pushed him back and like made sure that he couldn't fuck with his son anymore, right? Like, I might have beat the living fuck out of him and probably been justified in doing so, because you don't get in my fucking son's face. I don't care. He didn't do shit to you. Fuck off, right? Got charged. Local police investigated it. Dropped the charges. FBI found out about it. Sent 30 fucking FBI agents with AR-15s to his house at 7 o'clock in the morning, like busted down his door, guns pointed at his kids, arrested him in his fucking pajamas, you know, fucking took him off to who knows where. Like, it's just fucked up, dude. This asymmetric justice system that we have in this country today that's aimed at people like us because we don't agree with what the government's doing. Because we don't have the Ukraine flag in our he, him, her bio or whatever the fuck it is, you know? I don't have my fucking gender pronouns in my bio, and I don't have the fucking Ukraine flag. So I must be a Nazi, right? Not to mention, the Azov Battalion are Nazis themselves, but, whatever, it's fine. The anti-fascists are using fascism to fight fascism. It's like a backburn fire or some shit, dude. Like, god damn it, dude. Yeah, I'm awake right now. This is what 3 hours of sleep is like for Honda. It's not easy to find and hold a job once you are homeless. Homeless people have no support. Illegal immigrants do. I was having this conversation with someone at work the other day. It was actually yesterday. And they are both the child of an illegal immigrant and themselves an illegal immigrant who have, like, since then gone through the process and got naturalized as a citizen and now are a U.S. citizen, right? And I was like, my argument was like, something like, the reason why we don't make more money for the work that we do is because, they're letting so many people into this country that are competing for that same labor, driving the price of the labor down. Why do you think the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer in this country the way it's been for so long? Like, if we didn't have the crazy influx of labor, of unskilled, shitty labor, like, unskilled, shitty labor would actually be worth something, Like, back in the day, back in the 50s, working at, even before then, working at like a regular job or working at a factory or whatever, dad would work, mom would stay home, they'd have 6 fucking kids, all the kids would have food, all the kids would have clothes, they'd have a car, they'd have a house, they'd have a TV, they'd have everything they need. They're not rich, but just working that one job, and he was able to retire. Like, I look at my grandpa, he was a Teamster truck driver for, I don't know how long he was a truck driver for, like years and years and years, long enough to retire, got his pension, got a pension, got to never have to work again, got that money guaranteed for the rest of his life, had health care, had everything taken care of, had a house his entire life, pretty much. Grandma never worked. Grandma made bomb-ass cookies. Grandma made the best fucking food you've ever had because that was her job, was taking care of the kids and turning, like, raw ingredients like apples and flour into apple pie. Like, get a girlfriend now, if she can make an apple pie, it's like, oh my God, she can cook? Back then, it was a prerequisite. Yeah, and being a truck driver is still good money, granted. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying things done changed. Especially moving forward, like, truck driving is not going to be even a fucking a job anymore at a point. It's going to be like, who maintains the automatic driving trucks that everyone has? That's your job. So, and why is that? Why is that? Well, it's because we're letting in 1 million people plus into the country legally. And under Biden, it's like 6 or 8 million per year illegally into the country. And then paying for, like, healthcare and stuff, and paying for this and paying for that, and wondering why the dollar fucking sucks ass, and why is gas cost more, and why is food going up, and why is fucking, like, sure, I'm making money or whatever, but it's not like it's getting me anywhere. I don't know, man. Driverless semi-trucks will never happen in our generation. 100,000%. You say that. I disagree. 100%. I'm not going to say 100,000% because, that's, I don't know if that's mathematically possible. Mark Anthony says, thoughts on the SIG M17/M18? Never touched one, never handled one. SIGs are always nice. I bet it's good, but I couldn't tell you, dude, to be honest. I mean, I could make some shit up and be like, oh, I'm a gun guy, so I know everything about everything. I'm the Yankee Marshal. I have fucking opinions on stuff that I know nothing about, and I'm going to tell you about it live on a chat. Let on Steel says, Grandpa worked in a cotton mill, Had 3 kids, house, both grandparents had nice cars. Good luck doing that working in a cotton mill now. So you're saying your grandpa picked cotton for a living? I didn't know you were black. Jesus Christ. Yeah, women don't cook today. Thank you, runner. Ruiner. If you can find yourself a woman that cooks, I'd say probably hang on to her. That's not a bad thing. It's a really good thing, actually. It's nice to have, like, a nice home-cooked meal. Although, like, I've been cooking since I was fucking 15. Or even before then, really. Like, my mom got sick when I was 9, 10 years old, and probably about 12 years old. There was a lot of nights where she really wasn't feeling good and needed help. And, you know, I had some failed experiments that I made the family eat, and eventually got better at it to the point where I could actually make a decent dinner. And now it's like, what do you want me to cook? I'll cook it, you know, because I've been doing that. Most meals I don't eat out. Most meals I cook myself because it's cheaper, way cheaper to just make your own food at home and buy a bunch of shit at Costco or whatever and have it in the fucking pantry. And when you get hungry, you just make the food that you have in your fridge, in your freezer. And it ends up being, a lot of the times, if you're good at it, way better than the food that you can buy at a store or at a restaurant or whatever. Not always. And there's restaurants that have fucking bomb-ass food that I'm just not going to make that. But I've got a nice repertoire, as the French say. X Adam 1 says, if you find a good woman that can cook and you want to hold on to her, just make sure your wife likes her too. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Textile mill / cotton mill. They were all over the South until companies realized that it's cheaper to make overseas. Well, we got sold out in the 80s and the 90s with that shit. I remember, like, going to high school, like when I was in high school, they were pushing all the kids, like, you need to get a computer science degree. You need to learn computers, because that's the future, because we're not going to manufacture anything here anymore. It's going to be a service economy and computer programmers, right? And I had, like, a bunch of friends who went out and got, like, computer science degrees or whatever fucking network technology degree, and for a little while made fucking bank, made really good money. And then they realized, hey, we can pay Indians to do this shit. Not Native Americans, like dot Indians, not feather. And that's why whenever you have like a tech issue and you call, they're like, hello, how are you doing today? My name is Shushwen. Like, what is your name? Shushwen. You never heard of Shushwen? No, I've never heard of that name before. And they call you, like, you know, by your first name. They'll be like, is this Mr. Adam? Is this Mr. Corey? Dude, I did it to someone on the phone this morning. They were like, I'm like, you say Mr. and the last name, just so you know. And then she didn't know what to do. She like, oh, I am sorry. I am sorry for this. God damn it, I sound racist. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean it. YouTube's doing all kinds of fucked up at Carrie. The fuck? Shit. Carrie skipped your live video and I'm trying to watch it. Well, I'm sorry. YouTube is a cuck. YouTube is run by cucks. In fact, the YouTube moderator who has to go back and watch this video, just so you know, your wife is sucking a penis right now. You should probably check on her. Fucking cuck. X Adam 1 says, are you doing that shit hit the van vehicle never enough ammo challenge? No, I'm not gay. No, I'm not doing it. I just I'm not very artistic myself. I'm a little autistic, but I'm not very artistic. If I try to like draw something, like I'm gonna make a painting, I always suck at it. If I try to like paint something and stay between the lines, like I always fucking color outside the goddamn lines. The paint drips down. I just don't even try anymore. I can refinish wood. I've figured that out pretty well, but that's not like art. That's like skill. You know what I mean? So there's a little bit of difference there, but yeah, man. Not much of a painter or modeler or anything like that. And I'm sorry for denigrating you guys if you're into it. I'm not saying it's actually gay. And when I say gay, I don't mean gay. I don't mean like, oh, that's homosexual. I just mean it's stupid, in my opinion. Not that particularly, but that's what the word means to me. Same with fag. I mean, whatever. It's cool. Oh, man. I did want to ask you guys. Now, I've been talking about getting a motorcycle. I've been looking at specifically Versus 650s because I've done a lot of research and blah, 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 and that's the bike that I like. I used to have a Suzuki SV 650, which makes very similar horsepower numbers and weight and all that stuff to the Versus and yada, yada, yada. There is a newer version. Okay, so like they made the SV 650 and then they switched to the Gladius for a little while. And the Gladius was just like same motor, same chassis, same handling. Terrible, terrible, awful, ugly ass styling. Nobody likes the Gladius. It's a fucking hideous bike, dude. And they ended up discontinuing the Gladius because sales numbers sucked ass and they brought back the SV 650. So now in the last couple of years, that's what they've been making is the SV 650 again. So there's a period of time, it's like 2009 to 2015-ish, I don't exactly know, when they made the Gladius. And if you find one of these bikes for sale now, they're ridiculously cheap compared to an SV 650 or a Versus or whatever else you can think of because of that styling. Look at this thing. Ugh. But it's so cheap. And I know it's such a great bike. And I know it would be so much fun to ride. And who cares what it looks like when you're riding it? You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I get it? I've been thinking about getting it. I probably need to fucking take care of a few other things and figure some other shit out first. I'd probably be jumping the gun, if I'm honest, right now. If I went out tomorrow after I'm off of work and go straight over to Parker and buy this shit for $22.50 versus waiting to get something later that would possibly be more money and a little bit closer to what I actually want. But like, dude, I miss my SV 650. And this is an SV 650 with shitty styling and fuel injection. So I don't have to worry about the fucking carburetor and all that stuff. They work pretty fucking great. I don't know. Needs the Kawasaki H2R. Dude, this one is, he's asking 25. I already talked him down to 22.50. $2009, fucking barely any miles on it. Garage kept, fucking nothing wrong with it. Brand new tires. I mean, I'd want to put some sort of windshield on it. It looks like it's missing the mirrors. I'd want some fucking saddlebags for the back because, you know, I'm old. So get that modded. It looks cool. Like, I've got the money to buy it right now. There's some things pending, though, that I don't know how much they would cost. And then I would have this, like, motorcycle that, you know, is eating up all the money that I have and yada, yada, yada. Buy it and wrap it later if you don't like the color. Yeah, dude, they're so ugly, bro. Like, like, look at this thing. Baby blue and white with a black. Like, ugh. It's got weird silver, too. It's just an abortion. An abortion of styling. But handling-wise, power-wise, like, this is one of the best bikes, in my opinion, that you can buy. Not the best. There's one that I would like more. But it would cost me, like, $1,500 extra on top of that, you know? What if you crash and become paralyzed for life, Honda? I mean, I've already rode a motorcycle for 4 years of my life, and I'm still walking now. And granted, Dude, I gotta honestly say this part too is there were times on my motorcycle where I felt like I had a protective angel watching over me on my shoulder, fucking guiding me to safety. So I don't know. I felt like I was kind of wearing out my my guardian angel there for a little while when I had one. Front end makes it look like a cruiser. Body looks like a crash rocket. Crotch rocket. Well, I mean, it's got the higher handlebars. The seating position's nice and neutral. It's very comfortable to ride, but you can tuck down on it and fucking, you know, get into some corners and stuff. These are honestly great bikes, dude. They're really, really good bikes. And especially for that price, it's 2009, it's newer. Like, I don't think I would find something this nice for that price unless I got real fucking lucky. So it's kind of hard for me to like, it's really hard right now. It's getting really hard right now. It's hard for me to look at this and not want it. Recently sold my V-Rod, just lost interest in riding. That happens too. Like, there were phases and periods of time when I had a motorcycle and I barely rode it. But not having the option has been getting to me. And the other part about it is it's always like, it's like therapy, right? Like you're dealing with shit, you're down on whatever, down on yourself, fucking depressed about something or whatever it is. You hop on the bike and it's like the whole world doesn't fucking matter. Nothing else matters. You're just one with that bike, going through traffic, going through the twisties in the mountains or whatever. I fucking miss it. I do miss it. Paint it black. It might look pretty good black, honestly. Maybe not if I paint it, but if someone who knew what they were doing, someone good at painting bikes painted it black, it might be okay. Or just paint the white parts black. I was thinking about that too. Like black and blue with just those blue accents and the blue frame. That might look pretty cool. All right, I'm going to do a poll. And I'm not saying that I'm going to actually follow through with what you guys say in this poll. But I'm going to do a poll. But it might help me make a decision. So go ahead and vote. Do the poll. Let's see how it turns out. I'll check it in about 20 minutes here before we end the chat. Again, I'm only doing like an hour tonight because I really shouldn't even be doing a chat right now. I shouldn't be awake right now, dude. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. See, and here's the bike that I actually want. It's a shitty ass picture, but a Versus 650, same kind of power, different motor, different company, yada, yada, yada. But like you got a lot more suspension travel. It comes with all the accoutrements that I would have to put onto the bike, onto that Gladius. I like the styling. You know, I like the colors that it comes in. I wouldn't have to paint it. But they cost $1,500 more. So is that worth it? I mean, the windshields are $150. You get, you know, a tail bag or whatever like that, or some saddlebags on the sides or whatever. That's another couple $100. Painting would be a couple $100. So by the time you throw all those mods into it, you're looking at closer to the same price, but it's still like it would still be less to get the Gladius. Big Dog 357 says, I ride a street bike, not as much as I did before I had kids, but the stress relief is undeniable. Yeah, dude. Like, that's it right there. You just said it. It is undeniable when you get off that bike and you go back to doing whatever it was that you had to take care of. You just have a breath of fresh air and you can, like, face it with new vigor, you know? Anyway. Let on Steel says, no matter if it's in a car or a bike, as long as I can get into the mountains occasionally, I'm good. I know East Coast mountains are molehills compared to yours, but still. Dude, I mean, honestly, it's not so much about like the height of the mountain. It's about being in nature, you know? And I feel like that's the thing that a lot of us are missing, especially me or people who live in cities like me, you know, when you get into this mode of, okay, go to work, go home, go to work, go home, go to work, go home. Okay, weekend, go to the store, go home, you know, and like you don't really do anything because it costs money. And like the mountains are there, but it's not like I'm fucking living in the mountains and experiencing it all the time and doing shit in the mountains. And like, I'm not saying I don't, but like compared to the amount of time that I have that I could be doing it, I really don't. I'm sorry for being white says, what about motorcycle theft where you live? Having no garage to store it at and all that. Well, there's that issue. Certainly, I think it was like last year alone, not motorcycles, but vehicles stolen in the Denver metro area. Guess how many? All right, you got a number in your head? Here's the actual number. 35,000 vehicles were stolen in Denver last year. That's Denver metro. That's, you know, Aurora and, you know, all the other surrounding cities of Denver and stuff like that. But 35,000 vehicles. And that doesn't even count, like, you know, people's catalytic converters. And I don't know if that includes motorcycles in that number. It probably does, to be honest, if it's that high. But yeah, parking it at my apartment complex. It's not really a complex, it's just a building. I'm pretty cool with the maintenance dude who has made a spot for me to park the motorcycle for free for as long as I want it, as soon as I get it. He wants to go riding. Like, he's a cool dude. I could buy a cover for it. I could buy a fucking wheel chain. I could do things to mitigate it to some point, to some extent. If I'm riding it to work, I can park it inside of the garage at my work because they've got like an area that no one can get to unless you work there, and I could park it in there because it's a bike. Like my old boss who had a motorcycle used to do that because he didn't want to get his bike fucked with when he was at work. Every time you go anywhere, though, and you park it for 5 minutes, you're like, you got that in the back of your head. But, yeah. Well, let's see how this poll's doing. Oh, man, 61% are saying yes. That's almost 2/3 for the math wizards out there. Would you ever consider a Suzuki V-Strom? It's an adventure bike that uses the SV650 motor. I've looked at those, honestly. I don't like the 21-inch rim in the front. It really fucking fucks up your handling and twisties. It's nice for rolling over dirt. It's nice for rolling over rocks. It's nice for going off-road. And I would like to have some ability to do that, but to sacrifice your roadworthiness for that is not really what I'm into and not what I want. Which is why I was leaning towards the Versus 650, because it's kind of like a nice middle ground between those two, because it's still got the 17-inch front rim and takes normal motorcycle tires instead of the weird fucking like adventure bike ones or whatever. I don't know, man. I've done a lot of research on this, which is part of the reason why I'm like, maybe I should just wait. You know, maybe I could find something like the magic deal in December, because everybody needs money in December. And if I don't buy this now, I'll still have the money to buy it then. And it won't be $1,500 more, but it'll, you know, maybe be a couple $100 more, and it'll be exactly what I want. Honda Monkey. No. Groms are pretty cool, though. You guys don't know what a Grom is. Same thing as a Monkey, it's just different styling. Yeah, but I have looked at the V-Stroms. I don't know. There's another reason you don't want a V-Strom also. It's because Nut and Fancy bought one for his son. It's Nut and Fancy bike. I don't know, man. I don't want to be a T&P-er. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Lord, have mercy on me. Sent you a pic on Discord, message of a chapel in the mountains I ride to sometimes. Great place to think. Holy fuck. That's fucking beautiful. That's where I'd want to get like married and buried. Both at the same, well, not at the same time. Hopefully like married and then years later buried, but wow, man, where's that at? And what's Psalms 121:1? Let's look that up. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. I like that. I like that. It's a peaceful place, man. I like that. Where's that at? Always wanted a Triumph like the Great Escape. I don't like the American bikes. Call me a fucking Nazi or a whatever, communist or some shit. I will always, if I ever own a bike, it will always be a Japanese bike. And it will either be a Suzuki, a Honda, or a Kawasaki. I've never owned a Yamaha. I'm not saying Yamahas are bad. They tend to be a little bit more money. Maybe if I found a good deal on a Yamaha, I'd own a Yamaha too. But Triumph is British. Doesn't matter. I don't care. It's fucking not. It's not goddamn Japanese. Really, I thought Triumph was fucking American. I guess I don't know enough about Triumph. I'm not a big Triumph guy. I guess not a big Harley guy. What's the Harley other company then? Is it Buell? I think it's Buell is what I'm thinking of. Like BMWs are cool, but they're fucking way overpriced, and they got like the Royal Enfields, which are the Indian bikes or whatever. Not a big fan of those. Ducatis, Moto Guzzi, Husqvarna, all those companies. Like the Italian bikes and what's Husqvarna? Is it Austrian? I think Austrian bike. Although the Husqvarna 701 is pretty fucking cool. Dude, I caught something, and I'm on like antibiotics already, so it's got to be a virus, dude. My fucking throat has felt like I swallowed a fucking burning coal the last couple of days. Swedish? Husqvarna's Swedish? Okay. Shows you how much I know. Yeah. What's your guys' carry gun? Here's mine. 642. I kind of wish that I got the 442 though. I just like the black look better than the stainless in general when I'm buying guns. If I'm honest with myself these days, I like the blued look finish to a gun. But 38 special, I like it because it's fucking light and small and easy to carry. What do you guys carry? Glock 43. That's too thick though for me. Like I like to pocket carry, and if it's a double stack, it gets to be cumbersome. SIG M18. Who was asking about the SIG M18 earlier? Was that you, Benjamin? Someone was asking about it. I gotta scroll all. Oh, Yankee Marshall, all the way to the top. Well, now I can't find the fucking comment because I'm retarded. Whatever. Someone was asking about that, and I don't know if it was you anymore. SIG 230. That's nice. Glock 19 Gen 4. Also nice. But dude, those are like big ass fucking double stack, full size. Well, 19's not full size, but it's pretty fucking close. Not much smaller than a fucking 17. Oh, the 43 is the single stack. CZP-01. Just get a Flux Raider, dude. It's the only gun you need. Just carry it in your purse. I carry my Makarov when I'm feeling Soviet. Dude, I went on a walk the other day with my Makarov. Just because I wanted to. I like my Makarov. It's a good gun. It's a good gun. PX4. Not a bad gun. Super bad. What's going on, man? How's the nicotine not from cigarettes treating you? You're on day 3 now, so you should be getting to the point where the only thing you want at this point is your fucking nicotine pen, and you don't even care about cigarettes anymore. Maybe not quite all the way, but you should be just about there, dude, if you fucking stuck your nose to it and got to it, dude. You're already through it. If you just didn't fucking cheat, you're fucking almost done. Get a Flux and a van. You're all set for Armageddon. You got to fucking tiger stripe paint your van, though. You can't just have a van. And you got to tell everybody how great it is. The funny thing is about that van, do you know who found the van and was like, hey, this is a good car, you should buy this one? I'm not going to say it was me and I was trying to help out, but it was me and I was trying to help out. Yeah, I regret a great many things. All right, let's check this poll. Where's the poll at? Oh, 58 to 42. It's gone down. We're closer to 50-50. All right, of the 42% of the people who say that I should not get a bike, tell me your reasoning. What is your reasoning? Drop it in the chat. Type it out. I'll give you a minute, and then in a couple of minutes, we'll do the reasoning why I should get a bike, the 58% of you who think I should get one. But right now, I want to hear why you guys think I should not get the bike. What is the reasoning? Superbad says, but I keep myself from not smoking. I still have the urge. All right, dude. Well, you're almost through it, man. You're still kind of, and honestly, like half of it for the first like week, even after that, like you still kind of have the urge to smoke a cigarette when you eat a meal. You know, like you get done with dinner and you kind of want to smoke a cigarette. Or for me, it would be like certain activities that I would smoke while doing or directly after doing. Once the activity was done, I would be like, now I want to go smoke. Like you get done fucking, you know, want that fucking cigarette. But you got to just say no. I got no respect for quitters. I like not being paralyzed, says Battle Elf. That's actually a really good reason. Really good reason. I know a lot of people who have rode motorcycles who are not paralyzed, though. Have y'all seen it running in place with a bump helmet on? The fuck are you talking about? Comedy. Okay. Less chats. Don't get a bike. Unnecessary risk and expensive. That is money better spent on guns, ammo, and food, says Simple Dan Forever. Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's kind of like part of my thinking is like there's some uncertainty in the future, in the near future, in the very near future. What is my job going to be like? Am I still going to have a job? How much is food going to cost? How much is rent going to go up? How much are all these things going to add up to fuck me over? Am I going to have a motorcycle and be homeless on my motorcycle? Like, they're usually fucked up like Gary Busey. I voted no bike because I think you should save your money for things for the one you really want. Okay. That's good. That's good reasoning. I like that because there is a bike that I really want. And this is more just like I could have it now and it's a good bike and I know it's cheap and all that stuff. But I could have one that's better. $22.50 is cheap in my opinion. If you got money, I say get it. I haven't got to that yet. We're not on the fucking buy it yet. We'll do that. We'll start that now because I'm sure the people are starting to finish writing the reasons why I should not get a bike, and I will continue to read those. But now I want the people who said yes, get the bike, to tell me the reasons that I should get the bike. My reasoning is bikes are cheaper in the off season. If you wait, you could get something cheaper. Well, that's the thing, is we're basically there, dude. Like, the end of this month, there's only, like, you can still ride during the day when it's a nice day, but you cannot ride it at night. Like, I remember, like, I would ride my motorcycle to work until about the middle or the end of October, because by the time you get off of work, my work, at like 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is, and you ride home, it's now 40 degrees, like 35 degrees. And it's cold as fuck and not very fun. And I actually got a speeding ticket one night because, like, I was riding my bike home and I got most of the way home. And I kept hoping that I would get a fucking stoplight, because when it's fucking super cold and you keep moving and you keep moving, you just get colder and colder and colder, and it sucks. And you get to a stoplight and you can kind of like hug your tank for a minute and warm up. But it hadn't happened. I just kept getting green lights. So I was like, I don't know, 5-6 blocks from my house. And I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just going to get home. So I fucking twist the throttle. And then right then a fucking cop goes by me. And I'm like, son of a bitch. They drew guns on me. Like, I pulled in, like, they got behind me as I was like turning into the neighborhood. And then they turned on the lights as I was turning onto my street. And I parked in front of my house, and they were like, blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck you, dude. Fucking cops. Fuck the police coming straight out the underground. All right. Reasons I should get a bike. Gas prices. Easy to work on. You should get a bike because when you become paralyzed, you'll get government money for your life. Reward yourself for quit smoking pot. Yeah. Yeah, don't go for fast satisfaction that will fade fast. Wait for the one you want, and you will always enjoy it. It's true, and I will always be like, God damn it, I wish I had that bike instead of the one that I have. Honestly, you might be right. But when you're the wiener, what? But then you're the wiener won't work. Oh, yeah, my wiener won't work because I'm paralyzed. Yeah, paralyzed wiener, paralyzed penises. Do you still get horny? Like, if you're paralyzed from, like, the waist down, right? And your dick is fucking, like, does it get hard randomly? And you're just like, I can't even feel this shit. Honey, come here. Hop on it quick. I think you should get the Suzuki. I owned a 2050 versus 650 LT. I wasn't a fan. It was okay on backwards, but it was okay on back roads, but uncomfortable at highway speeds. Okay. Well, that was part of the reason why I want to get it, is like, hey, I want to like go on a road trip. I could take my car, or I could take the motorcycle and pay half as much for gas and save the wear and tear on my car, and like all of the reasons. Especially with a cheap bike, you put a fuck ton of miles on it. It's not like you're like losing a bunch of money. Like if you have a decent car, like I've got a decent car, I've got a decent vehicle, and if I like drive it across the country and fucking put a bunch of miles on it and shit, it costs a lot of money to get it back to, and then when you resell it eventually, like it's worth a lot less because of all the miles and yada yada yada, right? Get a prostitute much cheaper. There's a this dude that I worked with years ago. He doesn't work there anymore. Used to talk about going to the massage parlor that's on my way home from work every night. I drive by this shit. It's got like the whole windows like red lights, and they're always open. It's like, what's going on at the massage parlor at 3 a.m? Oh, I'm stressed out right now. I need an angel massage. Oh, he swore by that shit though, man. He fucking loved that shit. Funny thing is, he had a wife, right? He had this fucking. I didn't meet her for the longest time, and then the roommate, the house that I was living at, had a party one time, and he brought his wife with, and I didn't realize that he married Jabba the Hutt's sister. So, I guess if you're married to Jabba the Hutt, then the angel massage is where it's at. You should get the bike because it's an excellent deal for what it is. You've been waiting for a bike for months. If you can afford it now, you should get it now. Treat yourself. Plus, you could trade it up. It's true too. Jolene Hutt. The Hutts were pretty Dude, seriously. There's something about Hispanic chicks, right? Like, when they're young, they're like 18-ish, you know? It's like, oh my God, looks like Ariana Grande. Like, oh my God, she's so hot. Like, skinny, nice ass, fucking nice tits, pretty face, like, nice, darker skin, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking hot as fuck. And then they get to, like, 3 kids and 30, and Le Jabba no bother. Ho, 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 ho. Bring me burrito. I like refried beans. When they're 18, they're already grandmothers. Jesus Christ, dude. Superbad says, it was hard yesterday at work. I was with the smoking crew. I bought a pack after work, and I'm having trouble reading this because it keeps skipping around. I bought a pack after work, walked out of the store, and thought, what the fuck? There is a homeless woman standing outside, so I gave them to her. There you go, man. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, just stick to it. You're almost if you just seriously, like, stick to the not smoking period, just the vape pen period, for a little bit longer, you're out of the woods. So whatever else is in that fucking cigarette that you're addicted to. And the vape pen has the nicotine, which is the main thing. You know, like, nicotine will make you fucking, like, kill that homeless woman if you don't have it. But the other things just make you, like, a little antsy. And you get through that little bit of antsy, and you just get on pure nicotine, and you stay there for, like, a week, and you could switch to the patch, and the only thing you got to get through is, like, that urge to put something in your mouth and suck on it. And, you know, there's answers for that, too. Simple Dan says, the older Latin women eat the younger Latin women. Latina, whatever. Get it as a reward for quitting smoking. I don't know, man. And again, there's some shit going on, and I got to fucking figure it out. And either it's good, and it's not going to cost me barely anything. I just got to pay a little bit of money to make sure, and things are good. Or I'm completely fucked and shit sucks and I can't talk about it. They're like bananas. You get them home. They look good. They don't last long. But on occasion, though, man, you get like the Selena, or you get the, what's that chick's name from Dusk Till Dawn and a bunch of other movies? Can't remember her name right now. Super duper hot. See, and you guys are not helping me at all. Look at this poll. It's 52-48. Like, I was undecided, and so are you. Like, again, I wasn't going to base my decision on what, but if it was leaning heavily, maybe I'd be like, you know what? You guys got a point. You know, 90% of you say I should get the bike. Maybe I'm just being a fucking pussy. But no, it's 50-50. Fucking God damn it. Corey Long says, I'll tell you, since I quit drinking sodas, my kidneys are fucking pissed at me because I'm not cramming them with all that shit. My kidneys are feeling better. But my kidneys are feeling better. Been like 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks. So at first, your kidneys were like, what the fuck? And now they're starting to feel better. Dude, I'm telling you, those the water bottle trick that I was telling you about, the sugar-free fucking like lemonade mix and fruit punch mix. That's how I lost some pounds doing that. Just stop drinking soda and drink those when you want a soda. It's great. Get off the sugar, man, as much as possible. Get off the bread, get off the sugar, eat meat, eat cheese, drink milk. I don't know. I'm not saying like pure keto or anything like that, but if you can cut back on those things to some extent, you know, less chips, less fucking candy, less chocolate, less cookies. You know, I'm not saying never eat a cookie again, but you can cut back on the cookies if you like fucking Oreos or whatever. It's probably a good idea. Yeah, man, I drink a lot of Crystal Light now. Oh, man, I love Crystal Light. It's fucking stupid. I used to make fun of the women for drinking Crystal Light back in the day. Vape only. I've already ordered some patches. I'll start them as soon as I run out of vape juice. Dude, I'd say stick on the vape for a good week until you're like fucking like this is my thing. Like your body will start, you know, like how like when you're getting ready to go, you feel your pockets and you don't feel that pack of cigarettes in there. You're like, what the fuck? I don't have my cigarettes. I don't have my cigarettes. I don't have my cigarettes. Oh no. And your brain freaks out and all of a sudden you have to smoke. Same thing happens with the vape pen eventually, right? You get to that point with the vape pen where like you're getting ready to leave and you feel your pocket. Nope, I got my vape pen. I'm good. We're good to go. Or like you'll feel your pocket and you don't have it, and all of a sudden it's like panic, like sheer panic, like, oh my God, I need to have my once you get to that point, you stay there for about a week, then try to switch to the patch. And when I first started switching to the patch, like I would have my vape pen on me still, right? And I would just fucking like I'd have the patch on, but then on occasion, you know, you really want to smoke something, you want to, you know, you have that urge, you just hit your fucking vape pen once. And then I was like that for about a week, and then less and less and less, and then not at all. I have not fucking touched a vape pen for 26 days now. Coughed a whole bunch of shit up, dude. Like, start taking like a hot shower, you breathe in that steam, and your fucking your lungs just like, bleh. You get rid of a bunch of stuff that you didn't even know you had in there. Quitting smoking was a very responsible, mature act. Be responsible and save your cash. Look at the situation we could be in soon. Save and prepare. I've been saving and preparing though for a long time. It's not like I'm like, I don't have anything. I gotta buy a gun for the first time. I don't have any food in the pantry. We're going to starve if the fucking store is closed. But then again, you're right. Like, wouldn't it be nice to have, like, a bunch of buckets of that fucking 25-year food? And, like, I don't know. I got a fair amount of ammo, but it'd be nice to have some more. I've got too many guns as it is, though. No such thing, I know. All right. I'm ending the poll. Thanks for nothing, you fucks. God damn it. And, yeah, it's getting to that time, isn't it? Oh, we've already been going an hour and 8 minutes. I said only an hour. Well, fuck it. We'll keep going just a little bit longer because I feel like it. But then I really should probably go to bed because I have to be to work in less than 9 hours. Get a big black dildo. You can call it Matt. We were going to buy a giant... Okay, so they make this giant black... I can't even pull it up because the internet will have a conniption. But something like a 50-pound black dildo that's like 3.5 feet long or something like that. And it's like this fucking wide. And I don't know if women actually like buy this thing and use it and that's the dildo that they like. Or if this is just like a novelty giant black dildo. But we were going to get it and send it to Matt. As a gag. Sleep is overrated. Buy a bicycle for maximum health benefits. I was thinking e-bike a little while back, and I go back and forth on that. It'd be fun to have an e-bike. I don't know. There's something about a motorcycle, though. You guys don't understand. If you don't know, you don't know. The Big Mike dildo. That's exactly Dude, it was like, I don't know how, it was goddamn expensive. It was like prohibitively expensive for a gag, you know? But it would be funny. It'd be especially funny if Matt like put it on his shelf behind him and he's got like, oh, here's my Spider-Man toys and here's my Hulk action figures and here's my giant black fucking 50 pounds. I already bought Matt a Necronomicon. Next time you're on Matt's chat, ask him about his Necronomicon. It's got verses and everything in it. It's got the fucking face, the skin on the fucking face. It's a cool fucking book, dude. He's got a Necronomicon. All right, boys. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here. It's fucking nearly 2 a.m, and I really should get some sleep. I do appreciate everyone for being here tonight. I hope it was a good chat. Hope you guys had fun. Super late nights with Honda after work on occasion. What do you guys think? Should I keep doing them? Or fuck me, I suck. Why are you on YouTube? I'll do a poll. It'll be 50-50 again. Anyway, guys. Love your faces. Get some sleep too, or keep working, or I don't know. Maybe you're in like Europe somewhere and it's the morning. You should get your coffee. But see, there you go. $694 for the 50-pound dildo. That's why we didn't get it. Otherwise, we would have done it, you know. Otherwise, we would have. But hey, we'll be back tomorrow night for Late Night with Honda, the regular Late Night with Honda, not the super Late Night with Honda, because this is a Honda-only chat where I just sit here and talk to you guys about whatever the fuck I end up talking to you about. None of this was planned. We just went where it was. The only thing that I really wanted to talk about was the Gladius, and you guys helped me literally not at all. So fuck you, and yeah, have a great night. We'll see you next time. See you tomorrow, okay? Peace. Peace out. Peace. Peace.